Oh, I started the camera. I clicked the camera, but it didn't start. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to start off this video a little bit different than all the other videos, but we all need to survive. So it's going to start off like, help support Mr. TechPans. For anybody who wants to help support Mr. TechPans, you can, through PayPal, it's techpans@msn.com. I'll leave it in the description box. Isn't that like a professional people come out there to do? So it's my father's birthday. Every year I make him something different, a different card. So this one is, I wanted to build a tree, but instead I built him and her. Created my heaven of one. From one, my father and my mother, but it's my father's birthday. In fact, this design is telling me this is the inside, and this is the outside, this is the above, this is the below. This is what I have to do. Am I the passage? Am I a solid? Are they going to clip it onto me over here, leaving a space up over here for another passage? Is it the delta angle pass? Which passage? Are you going in and around or out and through? Which one of these clues are it? His 81st birthday. Is it, hold on a second, is it his 81st birthday? I can't see it. You can see it. Is it 81st birthday? See the down here and up there, and they're all smiling. And then I could put a little eye on this one over here and make him into something else. Him, her, whatever it is. But I'm going to play with this picture and then I'm going to get it up online. So it's his 81st birthday, and it's, I like to make the card for me and my son, you know. And I wanted to say, you know, it's Dada, 4141, 14, 144, 1440 minutes in a day, 1400. The disciples and 12 times 12, 144. You know what it is. But the numbers, they mean nothing if you don't know what to do with them. So, it's his 81st birthday, so I came up with this equation. And I'm going to try and find it over here. Now, the equation is right here. 9 times 9 is 81. So I said, let's count his birthday as the end result. Or how can we build the result? So first, by the end result, I went 9 times 9. The formula and manipulation and the equation. 9 plus 9, 9 minus 9, and 9 divided by 9. Lo and behold, 10. What is 10? What is 181? What is 1881? And how do the figures and numbers connect? 88. Purple, red and blue, connecting the skies between me and you. All the colors tell a story. The sky is green. Borealis. 9 minus 9, 9 divided by 9 is 1. So from this equation, which is 81, okay, there is something special that happens when you get to 81. Because 81 is the beginning of 11, 1 and 1. Because 81 is the expression of 4 times 20 plus 11. 11. The gateway. It's the next level up of 9. You've completed all levels. From the first level that lives inside 9, right? If there's nothing inside of it, you don't need that area space, so that area space will count as the D. But the solid area space of movement is counted as the A. Why? Because here's the circle, here's the center of the dart. Valued at 50. Why? Is this side at 50 and that side at 50? Is it because on this side? Anyways, how did we get establish these numbers? How did they establish? How come there's no head at the end of a snail in Alpha Omega in between? You see the snail of Alpha Omega? So anyways, the 60, okay, when 60 gets to 70 in French, they say 60 et 11. When 80, okay, gets to 91, they say 91. So they have the same result between 60 and 80. And if you're a little confused about it, I'm going to try and help you out and show you why. The game of craps tells me about this. These dice, the opposite of these dice, the opposite of two dice of this, if it's going to be an 8, the other side will be a 6. If here's a 5, okay, and let's say a 3 equaling the 8, the other side has to be a 6. The opposite side of this 4 and the opposite side of this 2 is going to be 53, because everything will equal 7. These were created by the masterminds used in all the casinos, making money and things work all over the world, inside the odds of these, telling us stories beyond. But sometimes you say it's not exact. Then it's not exact, it's close to, and a reason for it being, but it still is in that realm. And in my last video, I'm not sure if you heard this, that are we going to stand on the edges, or are we going to go in the middle? Or are we going to stand on the edge? If you're going up a chairlift, you don't go in the middle of where the chairlift comes to. The chairlift has to come out of its round and pick you up straight. You can't be too far advanced, you can't be too far behind, you have to be where you are and adjust. Adjust to the area space you are. So now we're going to bring back this number over here. And to make his 81 or 18 the 81 that he is, and how did we get to 81 this way? This is telling me this story. In fact, in most of these stories, I have the story of this. I got there by 99, but the story is this. When I divide 8 by 1, look what I get. 0.125. That's your memory. 512, 1024, 1024. Does anybody know these numbers? Where do they work in the computers or measurements? Tell me where they work. 51, Mars. 52, Earth. 51, 52, 103, Mercury. 21, Father. 5 and 3, Electric Company. EE World, in the creation through the moon. What is all these letters? The 10th letter and the 24th letter, J and X in the alphabet. The third letter is C. The reverse alphabet is JC. The reverse alphabet is also, let me write this down, is Q. You have Jack, Queen, you have Jack, Queen, you have X, C. You know, Q is the 17th letter. And in this, there's a whole equation inside this, but I don't want to get through it. But we know that 6 and 8, X is the 24th letter. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, equaling that 8 and 6, dividing of that 7th gate. So when you have 8, you have 6 in the cubed world. In the cubed world. When you have 8, you need 2 to bring on the one spirit. 8 and 2, 8 and 5, 8 and 8. You need 8 and 2 equals 10 equals 1. 8 and 5 equals 13. Your AC power. Okay, the letter M, and that letter M is love, and it's 2 sticks like this with a V in the center, and that's why the love, it brings this side of the 3 to that side of the 3. It's number 13. It's telling me number 13, the AC, when you multiply it, becomes DC. When you minus it or you add it, the numbers will tell me that it's coming somewhere through the moon. Poof! Number to the moon is 57. 13, 31, 13. 75, 31, 13, 31. 77 times 75 or 76 times 76. 7 and 6 is 13. 7 and 6 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. You have 44 with this number, and that'll be 5776 the answer. 1 year after, or in the year during, as the year closed for 5775 Hebrew time, or 2015. 2015, 20 and 15 is 35. 2015 is Mars, location Mars. That's what 2015 was location Mars, and we were big time in Mars 4 years ago. We still are. It's also Kansas City, and why I'm saying this, it's also 3 times 5 and 4 times 5, so it's talking about energy, the E-world, the connecting of the mirrored worlds together. This is just incoming information I'm just picking up right now. 2015, 77 times 75. 75 is also a representation of Earth's creation, because it's 3 times 25. How did I get the 75? And that's 31, 13, 31. And how do I get to 91, the spirit? And what is the spirit birth? Remember, when you have the 8 and 1, 9, 9 needs to get to the 1 to create the 10 and the 1 spirit. Boom! Someone comes to the door. Not someone, not just anybody, someone. Could be somebody important with somebody very important. In fact, not only one of the first in line importance, but everybody's important besides that. Anyways, we're going to get on with the video. My son found an eye fallen from the sky. So if it was the deck of cards, that means somebody turned to one side or the other, or something turned to one side or the other. Anyways, let's finish with the mathematics of 81 and 91. So I started this 1-minute video from my father's birthday, okay, all the way up to where we're now into 60 and 80, and how things tie together in this world from what has already been created. This is what I'm about. It's already been created. It's not me. I'm adding in the blueprints, formulas, whatever you want to call it. Give it a name. Help me out. Categorize my stuff. My stuff is your stuff. I'm just categorized the way I bring it forward. So let me take you down this corridor of, this is so, I don't even know how to describe this anymore, but I only created the formula, and I don't want to throw in everything inside and then say, taste, look how good it is. No, I want 1 or 2 items, because everything was made from 1, 2, or 3 items, and then eventually in creation, 1 item became a whole of many tiny little items that got its particular number. Energy. E-worlds. I am capital between anything. It is valued at 9. It is valued at 2. It is valued at different things and different. Find the value of I around the world, and then find the value of the numeric position it's in around the world. Balance out what the word I means and how they say it in different words, how it associates together, and who I am. And I am who I am. Between who is who is. And these words I use, and I'm trying to stay as I can, I could if I would, and I should, into 1 and 2 and 3 letters. As little letters as possible. I just shared the post of dangerous. But if I spelled the word D-A-G, okay, E-R, it's danger. It's dangerous. Oh my God, it's dangerous outside. Oh, it's dangerous outside. Okay, so let's get back into the numbers. So the French, here in Quebec, where I live, say 60. But now if I say 60 miles an hour, well, actually I think it's 62 miles an hour. It's 100 kilometers an hour. 10 by 10. 62 mph is 100 KLM. And all these things start to go together. So now I'm going to bring you into the 60 house, or the 40 by 20 house. Okay? Here's the house of 60. 60 is orange. Okay? The moon is 57. So I need 3. I need creation. The sun is 54. So I need 6. Do I need the God? Do I need the earth? Because 6 comes with the spirit only. 6 comes with 1, the 7th day. The elongated day, because if 1 is in the center of all, and if my total mass okay, is 5, but I must put in between me, okay, this single little module inside. And the single little module goes this way, and 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 it compromises all my space. So I have to widen apart this whole area high, this whole area low, and this whole area onto the outside now has to be widened. So what you saw all in the center is now all in the corners, because this over here took all this area space. What is 4 took the area space of center, which is now shared in center. When you cross it this way, you go like this. When you cross it this way, you go right through. One goes around, one goes right through. Right? The omega, alpha, omega, 1 plus 8. So 8, I need to take up more space to go around. 3 to 7 is 4. So it becomes 8 and 4, numeric value for the word Sun and Pluto. If I had to say Earth, I would have 52. I need plus 8. I need the heaven. If I would say Mars, it's 51. I need plus 9 to birth in the heavens. Spirit in the birth. If I say number 62, the Queen, I am now minus 2 to the B world. 55, freedom, needs the E world. So now we're going to get into these numbers over here. 4 times 20 plus 11. When you say 71, I must say the word 60. Here I'm saying 4 20s, and here I'm saying 60, and the reason for that is because it's the half-life. I can't bring it all in wholes. I only can bring in the 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. If each corner was, how much is the value of these 4 corners, and what is the value of that 20? How do I use area space to reason why I can say 60, why I need to say 19, 60 and 60, here is 11, okay, all the way to 16, and here I go 17, 18, and 19. When it's 4 times 20 and 11, for some reason in here I can never go higher. What is that reason for? I'm gonna try to study and find a reason. I can make one up right now, because 60 is the half-life over here. So if 60 is the half-life, maybe I should be running over here with my over here. The half-life runs this way, right? Creating 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines. There's 5 different dots. When I run it here, I run a whole vine open. A whole vine open. I have 1, 2, 3, and I have 2 vines open, and 1 complete space in between. Here, my space in between is occupied by the crossing over of this space. So, how would we do this? Let's take a look. We have, if we are using the card, we're using the card this way. If we're using the dice, we're using this. See, no matter what, when you have the rectangle, are you adding, doubling your space? Or are you taking your space in the center and sharing it completely equal to each side? If I fold this box, I turn the center into a D and into a D. Why do I fold the center? Because when you fold a circle in half, it looks like a D. So this is one part over here. There's just too many things to do it right now, but there are 4 seasons. There are 4 suits. There are 4 months of 30 days equals 120. 4 suits of a total of 13 cards. There's 4 seasons of a total of 12 months. So there's, or 3 months per season, let's say. So there's all these calculations in between. So, and I keep jumping off of what I was doing, 3 months in between. 3 months, 4 suits, cards, but there are 14 in a suit. 13 in a suit. I like falling behind like this. 13 in a suit. Okay, so now we folded the half a box. So if I'm creating 6 from over here where there are no holes in pool, imagine this is the pool table, there's no holes over here. So this is on the table. It's an area, right? It's an area dot, but it's not a hole. Here's the center of the table. It's a hole. So is this the way I'm going to look at the half-life? Or was it extended? And the half-life, what was once here, is now over here. And now we can have the upper part of the pool table and the lower part. In the upper part, you now have a marking here on the table, okay, and a marking here. In one area, right, you start. In the other area is you place. So you start on a scratch or on the beginning of a game. So we're trying to find the difference of why 60 has to be, when 60 is also used into 70. 60 stretches out all the way to 79. The average between 60 and 79, and 80, okay, stretches out all the way to 99. 80 goes all the way to 99, and 60 goes all the way to 79. So it equals to 60 plus 19, and this equals to 80 plus 19. In fact, it's 4 times 20 plus 10 plus 9. That's how it's said. Okay, when you get to 60, you get to 60 plus 10 plus 9. The expression, okay, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 are not expressed with a single digit. The single reality of where this comes from, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, or it could be backwards. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q. And when I'm saying it, I'm thinking of the number and not the letter, helping me out. So this is one area, and 17, okay, and sorry, this is one area, okay, of it, right? One area of it. I'm just trying to think 70, and when it comes to the 19 over here, it becomes the same thing. It becomes the 80, and it becomes the 80 and it becomes the 80 as 4 times 20. Okay, it'll be 80 plus, okay, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? Or it'll be 80 plus 10 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7, 8, 9. Let me just block this out. I'm trying to explain this properly. I didn't, hold on a second. Okay, I stopped the video, I came back, I wrote it down, I figured it out. Okay, when you get into the 60s, okay, and I didn't write it out. Okay, I'm going to finish this off. First of all, when you have 60, you're going to say 60 and 1, 60 and 2. You're going to say 60 and 9. Then when you come around to 70, okay, you're going to still say 60. Okay, so and then you're going to say and all these numbers. Now when you say all these numbers, remember this one's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when you say these numbers, when you get to 7, on number 16, how sweet it is, all the 7s now match up. 7, 7, 7. The combined 1, 6, 7, 60 and 16. 60, size, C's, the C's to lock up. 16, 1 and 6 is 7. When you say 67, and when you say 77, 70 a set. So you're saying 7 3 times. Doesn't happen at 6. It goes 6. 6 happens right over here. You have 6, 6, but there's no 6. So you'll have 11 you'll have 12, you'll have 13, you'll have 14, you'll have 15, okay, and 6 and 15, okay, but you don't have it 3 times, you only have it twice. Only in 7, 8, 9 does it repeat 3 times, and the same thing for 80. 80 is a little different. You'll have 81, okay, you'll have 4 times plus, times and plus, so it's telling you star system. Here you're just telling us DNA with 60. 60 and 80 are the division of a cube. 6 and 8 divides. 6 and 8 divides in the cube. Does it do it anywhere else? And we've done this before. 4 and 4 is 8. 3 and 3 is 6. 6 and 8 divided by the 7th gate. But how do we create 8? We're going to create 8. Oh my God, 8. 5 and 3. 5 and 3. 5 and 3. 3 times 5 is 15. This can also be done. There's another way to get to 5. I forget which one it is. Hold on. Yes. 7 times 5 is 35. 35. 5 and 5, 10. 7 and 3, 10. Inside the moon and the sun. 3 times 5, 3 plus 5, 6 and 2. So anyways, 62 miles an hour, 100 kilometers an hour. So when we get to this, A, 5 and 20, that's the reason I brought this up, for 5 and 20. E, T are the letters. If you want to reverse it, you can put the V and the G. The V and the G. The gateway. So you would end up with 7-4. 7-2 and 7-4. The red sun gateway. So all these numbers, when you come to 80, you're saying 4 times 20. Here it's saying the 10. The 10 is that spirit, or the 10 is the ox. The ox is in the house. The ox is in the house. The difference of 8 and 6 is because 6 is the half-life to all. 8 is all of them. All of them around. Or 8 must be of 2, because you only can have 4 corners on each house. That's what I'm thinking. The maximum is the 4 corners. Plus always the one spirit that's in the house, whether it's the electric and the gas or the people in the house. Raphael, 7286, in a constellation of Pegasus. TechPans@msn.com for those who would like to help out the channel monetarily. I want to thank you for watching this video. I like this video. It was rather long. There's so much inside that I see. I learned some of the stuff on the go. Sometimes I haven't seen it for a long time. I'm happy that it came back. It's still reflecting the same reality. When you get to 90, it's telling you location in the 4 houses. Okay, and it says that through 1020, and 1020 is famous for CB codes, so it's everything you created. Let's get that formula done. Raphael, 7286, in a constellation of Pegasus. Why? Security, honesty, equality, survival. Thank you for watching this video.